I was literally just looking at some of your photography for Miss Senior America.
Isn't that wild?
Photos just were they're unforgettable for me.
Thank you so much. You know, the Calabria is center Peloponnesos in the mountains. It's really in the middle of nowhere. A Nazi massacre in like 1943. It was a huge resistance building, and I guess Nazis caught wind of this, and it was better organized. And so it became like Operation Calabria, and literally within one day they wiped out like 600 men. Then they went to the neighboring towns where my grandfather was living, and he was collected along with all the other men in the town there, and they were all killed. So just imagine visually, within 24 hours, the entire town of Calabria, the only remaining adults are the women, and they're all in black. So that's where my mother's from. My father's from the island of Lesbos, which is very close to Turkey. In fact, you can see Turkey from one side of the island. I feel grounded there. There's something about being in Greece that I exhale in a different way. Formed in 2017. We're a nonprofit. Thankfully, we had some significant donations at the onset who believed in the cause and believed in the mission. And that's what gave us the confidence to really launch the organization. This will be our 6th film festival in New York City. It's really a labor of love. We're all volunteers. We work really hard. Our director, James DeMetro, has been in the Greek Film Festival business for, I would say, to be like 13, 14 years. So he's a known entity in the Greek film community. The Greek Film Center knows him, the Hellenic Film Festival. So they all know Jimmy. That gives us huge credibility. Once we know we have the film, then we approach the directors, the actors, and invite them. We're just all so excited to be hosting this event. We have a number of directors and actors coming from Greece who will be participating in Q&As. Our opening night film is Blackstone. The lead actress, Leni Kokido, she won the Hellenic Film Academy Award. The director of Dignity, Dimitris Katsimiris. We also have the actress from Dodo, Mariela Savidis, award-winning director, Sotiris Koritsas. We have various guests representing different films. If we have a guest for that particular film, we will also have a Q&A at the end. That's the first weekend. We have 8 screenings at the Village East Cinema, 12th Street and 2nd Avenue. We're going to have a reception. We'll serve some wine and some mezet and some metaxa cognac. We'll have someone doing some pourings. So I think that'll kick off the festival really well. Then we'll continue on Friday night, Saturday night, and 3 films on Sunday. The following weekend, we will be at the Museum of the Moving Image, and we're doing Arenos Charalambidis' retrospective of his 4 films. He will be here. We are co-presenting 2 films with an organization called NYWEF, the New York Women in Film and Television, which is a dynamite organization. We are co-presenting 2 films that have been directed by 2 female directors. And they are, the first one is Broadway, directed by Katerina Papanastasatu. And the other one is called Listen by Maria Duza. Maria Duza will be in New York. So she will be doing a Q&A for her film. So if you go to HellenicFilmUSA.org to purchase tickets for the film festival, which opens on October 5th, and then also to the Renos retrospective. So I encourage people to at least go to the website and just see what's going on. Just watch the trailers and the list of awards. I would say films if they haven't been nominated, they've actually won the award. So some films had like 15 nominations. I mean, so really, we do spend a lot of time curating. The mission is important because, film as a communicator of culture is unlike anything else. We're also able to communicate cultural nuances. Why shouldn't Greek films also be as recognized? Tourism was so gangbusters this year, because I was in Athens and I've never seen it so crowded. People who had never been to Greece are like suddenly in love with Greece, which I understand. And so I think there's an appetite now for all things Greek. And the Greek experience. So I'm hoping that translates into people going to the film. I really loved seeing Calabria again after 30 years. As you're approaching the town, you'll see this enormous white cross that's been erected on the side of a mountain. So if you kind of climb up there, they also have a listing of all those that had been, and you'll see the ages, 15, 17. Nafplion was the first capital of Greece. So it's a very charming place. The coastline is lovely. Not far from Nafplion is Epidavros, which is the famous amphitheater. Lesbos is known for their cheese, which is called ladotidi, which is like an oil-based cheese, which is just, it's unique. And I think this is the only place they actually produce it. It's not overrun with a zillion tourists. So that's another reason why I like it. I would say most of the tourists there are Greek tourists. Is it spectacular, like visually breathtaking in a way that Santorini is? No, but it's a different authentic side of the Greek experience.